The attendance registers section on the system allows you to record the arrival times and departure times of the children to your setting. The register can be found by clicking on the register icon at the top of the page and clicking on the overview icon. When you arrive at this page, you will see the active children within the rooms that they have been assigned to. Here we can see Harry, Jamie, and Lisa. Beneath each child, you will see the date and year of the last register that has been created on the system. For each child, we can see that it's January 2024. January 2024 has 5 weeks shown here, week 1 through to week 5. The clock icon indicates whether the register hours have been confirmed by an administrator on the system. The icon next to it, either red or green, indicates whether the parents have approved the hours. Red means that they have not been approved, and green means that they have been approved. Parents cannot approve hours of the register until an administrator on the system has approved them. Once you approve them, parents will then be able to approve those hours. Beneath this, you will see the setup icon. This takes you to the child's bookkeeping setup page, the register icon which takes you to an overview of the current year, and the delete icon to delete the hours for the register. We will now click on the register icon to take us to a year view for the current year. When you arrive at this page, you will see we're at the attendance registers for Harry Jarvis. You'll now see the current year 2024 with the 12 months shown from January through to December. Here for January, we can see we have already started to create Harry's register for the month, and you can edit these to continue entering the arrival and departure times for the child. Click the print icon to print the register for the month, and the delete icon to delete the register for the month. We're going to click on the edit icon and edit the register. After arriving at this page, you will see Monday through to Sunday down the left-hand side of the screen, and you will see the week numbers 1 through 5 for the weeks of the month. Week 1, the 1st of January to the 7th of January, through to week 5, the 29th of January to the 4th of February. At the top of each section, you will have arrival, departure, and the number of hours that the child attended for the day. You can import the child's default hours from the child's bookkeeping setup. For example, if you've entered that a child is due to attend your setting on a Monday between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., and then 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., you can import those hours. However, it is important to note that register hours must record the arrival and departure time of the child into your setting to the nearest minute. Therefore, if a child arrives at your setting at 9:03 a.m. and their default arrival time is 9 a.m., you can import the default hours. However, you would then need to edit the 9 a.m. time and change it to 9:03 a.m. If we now click on the Import Default Hours for Monday, the 22nd of January, the system will import those hours from the child's bookkeeping setup. We can now edit those hours by clicking on the edit icon shown here. We can now change 9 o'clock to 9:03 a.m. and then click on the Set button. Here we can see that this child has 2 arrival and departure times within Session 1 and Session 2. This is likely because the child receives funding, and the hours were split to allocate from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for funded hours, and from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for Rate 1. Therefore, if the child left at 6 o'clock exactly, you can leave the 6 p.m., otherwise you would also need to change this time to the exact time that the child left your setting. Once you have entered the hours, click on the green tick to save the hours. You can also add a note relative to the child's arrival and departure time. For example, if on the 23rd the child did not attend the setting when they normally would have, you can click on the Add Note button and enter a small title. Once again, click on the green tick to save the note. At the bottom of the month view, you will see we have the ability to confirm the hours. Here we can see for the first 3 weeks, week 1 through to week 3, these hours have already been confirmed by an administrator. To confirm the hours are correct, click on the Confirm Hours title shown here. Once you have marked that hours are confirmed, the parent will then be able to accept the hours when they log into the system. This is not a requirement of the EYFS, therefore parents do not need to confirm the hours. It is your responsibility, however, to confirm the exact arrival and departure time for each child that attends your setting. There are other ways in which you can add the arrival and departure times for a child attending your setting. This option is to record a single child's arrival and departure time within your setting. If you place your mouse over the register icon and click on Daily Register, the system will take you to the register, showing all the children for the current day. For example here, for the 2nd of January 2024, we have a daily register and we can see all 3 children currently on the system, Harry, Jamie, and Lisa. You will notice that Harry's hours have already been entered, as we entered those hours on his individual register. If you now want to sign in Jamie, we can click on the Sign In button shown here. We can now enter the exact time, to the minute that he arrived at the setting. He arrived at 8:14 a.m. And we click the Set button, to record his arrival time at the setting. You will now see that Jamie has a green border around him indicating that he is currently in the setting, and here we see Session 1 arrival at 8:14 a.m. If you now want to sign him out, we click on the Sign Out button, and he left the setting at 6:15 p.m. You will now see that his border changes back to blue, and we have a Session 1 arrival time of 8:14 a.m. and a departure time of 6:15 p.m. If he attends for 2 sessions within your setting, you can proceed and enter a new sign-in and sign-out time for Session 2. The information you enter here in the daily register automatically gets transferred to Jamie's individual register. And likewise for Lisa, we will sign her in. She arrived at 7:45 a.m. and she left the setting at 5:15 p.m. In addition to the daily register, you can select Register, select Week, this week, or next week, and view the register for a specific week of the year. We're going to click on the Next Week icon, and here you will see we are taken to the attendance register, for the 8th to the 14th of January 2024. We have the days of the week at the top of the page, and down the left-hand side we have the 3 children within the setting. Again, you can import the default hours for the child, by clicking on the Import Default Hours button. Again, if these are not the exact time that the child arrived at your setting, you must edit the hours and save them. If you are happy with the arrival and departure times for the week for the child, you can click on the Admin X icon, shown here, and confirm the hours for the week. As it is a legal requirement for childminders to store the attendance registers of the children that attended their setting, until the child reaches the age of 21 years and 3 months, we have provided the facility for you to bulk download the attendance registers directly to your device. Place your mouse over the system icon and click on Bulk Download. You will then be taken to the Bulk Download section, where you can bulk download the attendance registers for 1 child at a time or for multiple children. For more information on how to use the bulk document download section, click on the video icon at the top of the section shown here, and watch this video.